Welcome again to another video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Danza, límites. This time, we're having an interview with an awesome friend and a person with cerebral palsy or CP. Let's give a welcome to Anna Montaldo, who is a U.S. citizen and has cerebral palsy. So, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. Hello everyone, my name is Anna. I am almost 20 I will be 20, and I have cerebral palsy, and I'm also a YouTuber. My YouTube channel is EP by photo that you who want to check it out.
Great. So, let's start with this interview. So, I know you have cerebral palsy. Can you explain what that is in your own words for people who might not know it, what it is?
Yeah. So cerebral palsy is a disability that affects all your muscles, or sometimes even two of your muscles, three of your muscles, or four of your muscles. In my case, and there's two types of cerebral palsy. There active cerebral palsy, which means you're really tight in your muscles, and then the non-active cerebral palsy, which means you're really loose, almost like a yo-yo. You can move all around. But in my case, I have harder cerebral palsy, which means that all four of my limbs are affected in some mobility form. Plus, I am really tight, so it is hard for me to move around so elegantly, because I am tight in all my muscles. For me, my right side is the most affected side. So as you can see, one of my hands is kind of turned and the other is not. So that's how you can tell my affected side. So I don't use my right hand or my right leg to do very much. They kind of hang there and I drag them around. So I'm dominant on my left side.
Yeah. And you have to adapt most of the things as a way you can do it.
Yep.
So, next question. Can you explain your cerebral palsy diagnosis journey and how it affected your life?
Yeah. I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy at the age of 2 after my parents kind of figured out that I wasn't sitting up like a normal baby. I wasn't like pulling around on my hands and knees. I wasn't standing up the way everyone else did. I was not hitting very many milestones because I'm sure some of you know that a baby supposed to hit only milestones, and I was not hitting milestones at all, unfortunately. So I then my parents took me to a doctor, and I was diagnosed with postpartum cerebral palsy. At that point, like I said, I was 2 years old, and the doctor were not sure I would ever be able to walk or talk. Boy, did I prove them wrong. I am walking and I'm talking now. And now I use a walker per time. for the most part in that I am using a wheelchair for long distance. However, party has really affected my life because while I'm independent, I'm not 100% independent. I think I'm about, if someone were to ask me how independent I am, I'm probably about 75% independent. I require somebody to help me dress in the morning, undress at night, make me meals, put on my blanket that I wear, drive me around, and all that. However, if the right accommodations are in place, I am able to pursue the activity that I came to do. So yeah.
Yeah, and like we said, you always have to adapt things as you're able to do things. So as your abilities are right now at the point that you are now.
Definitely.
Next question.
Yeah.
In what ways have you adapted your life to CP, like in adapted equipment, disability social groups, and everything in your environment?
So basically how I have adapted to having cerebral palsy, it really started when I was about 15 years old because at that before that time I really didn't care about anything because that is the year that you are, technically allowed to be with your parents all the time. But once you went into high school, there somehow there's been, I don't know what they call it, but something happened where it's a mortal sin to be with your parents. I don't know why. So when I was starting high school, I was like, I'd rather be more independent. So some way I became more independent. If I began to reach out to some of my best friends and be like, hey, I have a party, but I would absolutely love to go out with you, the dinner, breakfast, a basketball game, whatever, but you're gonna need to help me. So I wanted to advocate to my best friends to let them know, hey, I have this disability. It doesn't affect me much, but in case it does, here are all the things that I need to do. And then also in addition to doing that, I also about 2 years ago, me and my family moved to a new house that is fairly accessible, and I have my own wing of the house that I live in, and my parents live on the other side of the house.
And that's great that you have found your more accessible place, like giving you have cerebral palsy that increments your possibilities to be more independent, not forgetting that you need help in most of the things.
Right. Yep. And then for online performance, I was able to find 2 online performers, one by the name of Adaptive Beauty with a woman with a disability, and another without a fear, and I met down the space society that focuses on women disability women empowerment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will take a short break. Thanks for waiting, and let's continue. So next question is, what is the biggest challenge you have had to overcome due to cerebral palsy?
Well, that is definitely, in my opinion, the most important. And then that my answer to that question would be, how do I make things that actually affect me for me? Because when I was in school, I'm 19, I'm out of school now, but when I was in like elementary school, middle school, and especially high school, nobody really truly accepted me for who I was. They would take pity on me. Like if I asked them, hey, do you want to be friends with me? Because what they see on the outside is a walker and a very different looking person than them, and they don't want to seem like an evil monster that will be known for not becoming besties with a quote-unquote disabled person. But so they would always say, oh yeah, I would not be friends with you, Anna. And then they would be like, and then they disappear into nowhere. Like they would text me maybe once or twice, and then they would never text me again, or hang out with me one time and never hang out with me again. That's one parent. Another big parent is advocating for what I needed in the school system, because while the school quote unquote, oh, we are accessible, I had to, because my disability is so unique, only 10% part of me is affected. It became evident to the people that, I would advocate for myself. So whenever they didn't have enough people to help me do my daily life at school, they would automatically put me all the way down here on the priority list. And the truth is, while I can advocate for myself, I'm still in need of very high level assistance. So I always had to advocate for everything that was wrong with the school system.
Yeah, but even though you have a disability, doesn't mean that you can't have friends,
Right.
or that you can't be yourself just because you have a disability. It doesn't make you a strange an alien, or it doesn't make you any kind of different. The only things make you different, or like somebody single, a person, and the only thing that makes you the thing that make you is the thing that only you have only a disability that
Right.
makes things sometimes difficult for you, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you can't overcome things.
Right. Oh, I might one.
So next question. I know you're from the US. Can you share how, such as the services like therapy, schooling, medical, all things that you get in the US?
Yep. So here in the US, living with cerebral palsy, we're really any. I'm gonna plan it beyond cerebral palsy and say any disability. You basically have when you're in school and you have a. I'm gonna put diagnosis with the disability. You are already provided with a IEP with for those of you who don't know that an individual education plan that outlines all your services at school, which would be PT or for me, for someone with cerebral palsy, those services might be PT, OT, therapy, and a paraprofessional with someone who is with you all day long. So that's how services and things are provided in school. As for medical health, I am very lucky to live in an area that has a department in a hospital for hospital. They have a whole cerebral palsy department that is dedicated to people with cerebral palsy. So you can go there if you need to. I haven't been there in a couple of years because I haven't needed to, but let's say you needed to, you can go there, see your doctor, see a PT, an OT, and a speech therapist all in the same day, and they specialize in cerebral palsy, so you don't have to be like, hey, I have cerebral palsy here, what it means they already know about that diagnosis.
Yeah, and they already know like what you need based on based in your diagnosis,
Right.
and they I imagine they have everything installed and everything put in where it needs to be. Like, for example, they say, okay, we have a person with cerebral palsy. She would need physical therapy, speech therapy, like
Right.
occupational therapy,
Right.
and hydric therapy, and all these kinds of therapies she will need. We,
Right.
as the government, as healthcare providers, we need to provide
Right.
sorry for the word, to provide these healthcare things to this
Right.
person and to his or her family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. You hit it right on the dot though.
Yeah. And next question. Okay, yes, last question. What is one thing you wish people know about when it comes to living with a disability in the US or just in general? Like, how's being a person with cerebral palsy has been for you, or just in general
Right.
there in your country?
I wish people would know that we have the disability doesn't mean that we need health treatment or baby or you need to talk down to us or that we need to be separated from other people because we don't, because we are like normal people and we certainly do not need anything, and the best thing that you can do is accommodate us when you ask us, when we ask you to.
Yeah, and treat you like somebody else. Like don't forget your disability, but maybe like treat you like a normal person, because we are normal people. Even doesn't matter if you have cerebral palsy in your case, or SB as my case, or other disabilities. They must treat you as a normal person in whether your capacities are, your capability.
Right.
So I want to thank you for wanting to do this interview with me and allow me to know you more and allow my subscribers to know you more and allow them to know your channel and what everything's about.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast.
You're welcome. And your social network will be here in the information box, as well as mine. And if you have questions for me or for her, please letting me know. Please put it in the comments, or you can send us a DM, either Instagram, either for you. What are your social network?
So I have Instagram with the @the_pp_Mike, or you can find me on Facebook at the PP Mike on YouTube. And I will answer DMs in any of those accounts as soon as I met them.
Yeah, thank you. And as well, you can find me in Facebook as Danza sin límites, Instagram as Danza sin límites, Twitter as Sofía Oseguera, and TikTok as, wait a minute.
You can also find me on TikTok as well at TP by Danza.
And my TikTok is @Sofía Oseguera Wong. So there you have there our network pages, and if you have any question, just let us know.
Yeah, please let me know. I'm open to answering anything.
So thank you very much again.
You're
and
so welcome.
See you next time.
Yeah, definitely. Bye-bye.
Bye.